Seneca Hampton. Where you at, boss?
Good.
Well, that's it. It was 3 hours at a time. Something which I don't care.
Go ahead. All right, welcome back to another edition of the Big Game Breakdown, live from Knuckleheads. I'm your host, Seneca Bingo Hampton, here with head coach Jake Bramlett. Coach, we had a bye week last week, but the Greyhounds are reloaded and ready for a big road matchup this week against the West Harrison Hurricanes. Tell us about what the insight is, what's going on in Greyhound land.
The bye week was much needed. It was we talked about it a lot last week, and then, just probably the 2 prior weeks before that, just looking forward to it, and it did us really good. It was a chance to sit back, get healthy, to have some practice time where we only focus on Ocean Springs and then fix things that we're, things that we've been messing up or some things that we've been doing really well that we need to, build our defense and offense and football team around. And it was a good reflection time. It was a good time to rest up and heal up. It was some really good practices during the bye week. Obviously, you're going to work on a little bit of West Harrison stuff during that bye week and take advantage of the extra time. But it was really good. It was really refreshing. I don't like waiting that long to have a bye week. I know we talked about it a lot earlier in the season, as far as how I felt about the way our schedule was and where our bye week fell. And no, I don't like playing 7 straight games, especially against the opponents that we played without having a little bit of a break somewhere in there. But I will say one thing, as far as getting the break that late, you get the opportunity for some self-reflection. And usually your bye week comes after week 3 or week 4 of your season, so you got about 3 or 4 games of to compile what you did. And with it coming week 8, you got 7 full ball games of self-scout, self-evaluation, those type of things. And we sat down and we really went to the grindstone on what do we do? What do we do well? What do we do poorly? And having those 7 weeks of film and ability to do that, it was good. You got a lot more reliable numbers on what you do well, and then what you really don't do well. And hey, guess what? If it's week 7 or week 8 and we're not doing that well, it's time to cut that. Like we need to get done with that. We need to move on to what we are doing good, and how can we exemplify all these things that we're doing really well and to make them a little bit better. And I thought that was the best part of our bye week. I thought our kids did a really good job of, all right, we run this play well, or we do this defense really well. And then, you talk to them prior to going out to practice. It's like, yes, you are running something that you run all the time. You are doing something that you rep religiously, but now we're going to build on that. We're going to make it where that's something we do and add to. And how are we going to do that? And how are we going to make it where we can do this from different looks or different ways? And the kids bought into it this week. We had 2 really good weeks, or 1.5 good weeks of practice. It's only Tuesday, so it's hard to say we've had 2 full good weeks. We've had 1.5 good weeks of practice. Man, it's coming off that D'Iberville win, having that bye week, getting to do that was really good for this football team.
So it was a gift and a curse.
Gift or a curse. And what are you going to make of it? And I'll let you know on Friday if it was a gift or a curse. But, it's so far it's been a gift. Hopefully it stays that way.
Most definitely. What areas did the staff focus on improving during the off week?
Kind of what we talked about was one, the self scout, and that takes a lot of work on their part. And they're going through, and they're usually your main focal point at the end of a week is we're gonna go through and we're gonna make our corrections and everything, but then you still got to flip to the next opponent. So your post game film, you go through, you make corrections real quick, and then you move on to the next opponent and you start breaking them down. There's a lot of data that goes into our system that it has to be manually put in. All right, what front are they in? What are the linebackers doing? Are they blitzing? Is it field boundary? Is it coverage? Are they doing certain things, different formations? And then you got to put in all the offensive formations that are similar to your formation, so you start getting tendencies, down and distance, everything else. And that's a lot of work on these coaches to do that on Saturdays. And then you go back and we go to start looking at ourselves, and there's a lot of stuff that we have put in, but then you got to go through all the minute things and the minute details that I want to know how many times we've run this play when the back was lined up on the right. Or how many times we've run this play just on the left hash, or and when you've run, I think whenever I added over, run 475 plays, and all these plays have to be tagged in all these different columns, these things. I mean, that's a lot of work on these coaches, and that was a big focal point of the weekend that we had off, where we weren't really focusing on anybody. And then that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of making sure we compiled all our films and every single thing was right, because you run a report and, all right, everything looks good, but something right here doesn't look right. And is it something we're actually doing, or is it something that's and we go back and look at our breakdowns like, okay, there's one thing that we're doing wrong on this breakdown, so you got to redo the breakdown, then come back and do it again. And when you're putting together 475 snaps of everything's got to be broke down to the T on 25 different columns, and everything's got to be right, and then you're trying to figure out little tendencies. I mean, that's tough on these guys, and that was a big part of I'm very proud of them and how they handled the off week and where they bought into our plan of, hey, we're fixing ourselves this week, and what we don't have to fix, we need to make a little bit better this week, and they did a really good job of that. Staff, players, the whole program together.
Yeah. So what stands? Let's talk about the West Harrison Hurricanes here.
Yeah.
What stands out about West Harrison on film? Is it their strengths or the play style?
That's a tough question. Yes, I'm glad you asked that one. But they're guys who carry the football are really good players.
Yeah.
And then obviously the offense that they run, and it's not something that you see every week. And it's whenever you compile these old school offenses, you put them in one bucket and say they're all the same. They are not the same. They're a wing T team. Yeah. And where Picayune's a power I team. Right. And D'Iberville's a mix of all of it. And yes, there are old school offenses run the ball a lot, but it's completely different offenses. Just like our offense is different than Pascagoula's offense and Gulfport's offense and Brandon and Oak Grove or whoever. Yes, we're all in the shotgun, but you can't put them all in one bucket and say it's the same thing.
Right.
So they're different, as in they're in their wing T, double wing style offense, and they're really good at it.
Right.
And they take a lot of pride in what they do. And then the three guys carrying the football are very good football players, and their quarterback showcase in the last couple of weeks that he can throw it too. Yeah. And they got some receivers out there. I saw a bunch of clips of a big one-handed catch against Harrison Central. Obviously, I saw it on film. The clips look better from the field level, but
field level is the best.
That they can throw the ball, they can catch the ball, they can score from distance. They can sit there and ground and pound you out. And you look at their score from Gulfport, and you're like, all right, well, yeah, it's 42-14. Well, it was 14-14 with 10 seconds left to go in the half, and things got away from them. And I know how that goes. It happens, and I mean it can happen to a good team at any point in time, and they're a good football team. And they present a lot of challenges. Stapleton kid is a really good running back. Yeah. I think it's Fairley is the fullback. He's also another good running back. I mean, cat lines up on the other side, when they're in their double wing sets, really, really good too. And then their offensive line takes pride in what they do, and Coach Patrick does a great job of instilling this is who we are and this is what we do. And those cats go out there and do it on Friday nights. And defensively, they had a kid move over from Gulfport, number 11, that he's very, very physical. They got Miss Al, defensive lineman, that he shows his face every game. I mean, it's he's going to be a problem to block, and him along with the other three guys that they put up front, they're in the even front primarily. I mean, they are the strength of their defense, and they show it week in and week out.
Yeah. Who are some, like, well, you just named all the key players. So we gotta go over that, yeah. So what's the message to your guys about staying sharp on the road? Because this is this the Greyhounds' first time going to the Tropic to play?
I don't know that it's their Ocean Springs first time. It is my first time. I've been here since 2020 or the 2020 football season, and it's my first time going to West Harrison in my life. So, it's just kind of another. As far as we are concerned, is another business trip. It's another 1-0 week, but it is somebody different for them.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't ever think that the place or the atmosphere affects our guys a whole lot. I think they do a really good job with handling themselves, going into different stadiums or different places, playing different opponents. They do a good job handling that part. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I like our guys on the road sometimes a little bit more. I feel a little bit better on the road. I feel like these football players like going to somebody else's place and playing football, and not that they don't like playing at home. I mean, I love playing at our stadium with our atmosphere and everything that goes on there. But our guys like going on the road and taking care of business, and sometimes it's more of the way our plan aligns. It's getting to the field house from school, going and getting what we're doing to eat, and then we're coming back and we're doing our pregame meetings, then we're getting on the bus and we're going, and then we're there, and it's walk on the field, start your stretch routine, and move on with the day. And there's no really downtime, and I feel like our team handles that really well. And I like road games. I like going and playing new places. These kids haven't played there. I haven't played there. It's going to be a new experience for all of us, but I feel good about them going and handling business once we get there.
Yeah. This will be the third time that the Greyhounds and the Hurricanes have played.
When's the last time?
The last time was 2020.
That game was ended up being a forfeit for COVID because we were supposed to play them that year. Last year they were in our region, and they had to forfeit. We played North DeSoto we got 2 wins that night.
Okay.
We got the 12-0 win against them, and we beat North DeSoto that night out of Louisiana.
Yeah, I don't see that.
So they're they've actually only played one physical time.
That's weird. That's a mass stats type question right there.
No, it's not a question. I'm telling you.
Oh no, I'm talking about when the other game.
I'm assuming it was probably the 2019 year because they redid the classifications. They dropped to 6A, or they stayed in 6A. We went up to 7A.
Okay, all right, makes sense then.
Yeah.
All right. So, what will it take to come out with a win Friday night?
Controlling the line of scrimmage offensively and defensively. Like I said, their defensive line's a really good unit. Our offensive line's got their work cut out for them. But kind of what I was telling the team on Monday, as soon as I'd like to talk about our keys to victory. The first 5 minutes I'm with them on Monday, and it's more of. It's not just an O-line, D-line thing when I talk about controlling the line of scrimmage and winning the trench battle. It's a D-line linebackers stopping the run game and controlling the true line of scrimmage from sideline to sideline. It's an offensive line, running backs. We use receivers a lot in our run game. Those guys are involved in that too. It's our quarterback controlling the snap count, managing the football game. We have got to control what happens in that 8-yard window right there, and I feel really good about our odds coming out at the end. And then going back to your first 2 or 3 game basics of no pre-snap penalties, no post-snap penalties. It's too late in the season to give anybody cheap yards, and if you control line of scrimmage, you stay away from pre and post-snap penalties. We're going to come out on top at the end of the night, and I feel really good about it. But I'm feeling like that's probably the same method to them. They probably feel really good about playing against run the ball against our defense at times, and then they probably feel like our offensive line can do some things, but their defensive line's really good too, and I feel like they're wanting to win the trench battle. So you're going to see two teams really go at it at the line of scrimmage on Friday night, and you're going to see two teams try to establish the run game. You're going to see two teams try to use their receivers in different manners and let their quarterback push the ball downfield. I feel like it's going to be a really good game and a well-coached game on Friday night.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. I can tell now the game going to start out so slow.
It better not.
It's going because I know how West Harrison is. They're going to run that ball. They're going to control the clock. They're going to hold the ball for probably the first quarter.
If you won the coin flip, what would you do?
I would go on offense first.
All right, we'll do that.
All right. Yeah, I would go on offense first, and I would try to control the clock and try to maintain the tempo.
If we go on offense first, we're trying to score.
Yeah, I know we are, and we're going to score fast and often, and so – I'm talking about them. I'm ready.
Oh, no, I'm talking about if you were me.
Oh, if I was you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to get the ball first.
Well, that's what we're going to do then.
We're going to set the tone. We let them know we come here to set the tone.
It's going to be a fun game. I feel a little bit the opposite. I feel there's a lot of games I do feel like are going to start out slow. But I feel like this one's going to start out fast, both sides of the ball. I feel good about our defense plan. I feel good about our offense plan, but I feel like they are – one, it's their senior night. They're going to be fired up to play. It's going to be one of those it's going to be a back-and-forth heavyweight fight for a little bit, and we're going to see who comes out on top.
Yeah, it is. It's going to be, like you say, they coming in with a nice little run game, good running backs. One of the top kids in the state that's getting a lot of notoriety in Jordan Stapleton, and Farley is another running back, number 2 that's running
He's
that ball.
He's a big kid, too,
big
man.
Kid.
He is big.
To me, he the real workhorse.
Oh, yeah. He's definitely – well – I ain't gonna say the other kid's not a workhorse, but I mean he takes the brunt of it. He does a lot of stuff like Lanny does for us. The unnoticed yardage, the unnoticed carries that kind of get you through a game that kid does and doesn't get a lot of attention for. But I can promise you the coaches see it.
Most definitely. I know you're a film junkie, so you pick up on those small tendency things.
Well, as far as the defensive side goes, I'm gonna watch through it. I'm gonna comb through it. I'm gonna do my thing. But those guys on our defense side, I mean, they're keyed up on him this week. They're making sure that not only the Stapleton kid is really good, and he's got the name that's kind of bounced around a little bit too, but. Everybody's knows number 3. He's gonna have to be a guy that gets stopped because he can beat you. He can take over a ball game if he needs to, and really just kind of those times where if you focus on 45 too much, he is going to hurt you and he's gonna hurt you bad.
Fairly gonna get you.
Yep.
I'm also looking forward to seeing Jaden Ross go up against. Is it Jasiah Carter? Yeah. I want to see them two go against each other.
And I don't know that they will. I mean, they moved Jasiah around a good bit. I mean, I'm like I say all the time, they do move him around. And I'm sure maybe at some point you may see one matchup, but I think they're keeping him on the interior the majority of the time. You got a little bit more inexperience at the guard position against us, and that's an easier way to isolate somebody. I do feel like they'll try to keep him on that interior a little bit. And you got RJ and Jaden on the outside, and at some point they may want to establish a pass rush or do something a little bit different and put him out there. But I really think you will see him more on the interior than you will anything else, just to try to isolate one of our more inexperienced guys.
Yeah.
Or just try to make things go sideways with Solomon. He's been running the ball so well the past couple of weeks. It's don't let him get a gap on the interior. At least make him bounce it and give your linebackers a chance.
Right. Let's go to our keys to the game. We don't have no inside the huddle with Coach Bramlett this week, coming off a bye.
Did that last week.
Right.
I do see Jacoby over there though. I think we need to get him up here at some point.
I was just after the break we'll bring him on for a little player spotlight. But let's go over your list of 3 keys for victory for this Friday night.
Yeah, so we talked about controlling the trenches already. So, I mean, I won't continue to harp on that. But making sure we start hot on offense. It's start hot on offense. We play really well in the first half whenever we come out there and we score with the first time we have the ball. It's just It's part one. It's part of having a young quarterback. Two, it's part of hitting it in a rhythm and making sure that when you have a great game plan, you go out there and your opening script is hitting and you feel really good about everything you practice that week, and then you get the look that you were thinking you were going to get. Those things happen. So you start out fast on offense and come out of your first defensive drive not giving up points. And that's one thing I try to emphasize to our guys is, yes, do I want 3 and outs? 3 and outs are great. Turnovers are great. But whenever you end a drive and not give up points, you succeeded. Yeah. You succeeded in giving your offense another chance to separate the game, and that's how I like games to start out. So we always talk about start out fast on offense. Defense, you're starting fast too, and that's what I mean by that. It's not necessarily coming out and it's got to be a 3 and out or everything else is a fail. And then we talked about the pre- and post-snap penalties, but it's more of a discipline thing than it is just pre- and post-snap. That's my keys to victory with those guys. My keys to victory as far as the entire game goes is be the more disciplined football team, because you're playing a very well-disciplined football team and a very well-coached football team that is great at what they do, and you have to be disciplined. You have to know your assignment defensively. You have to be on your toes offensively. They show Gulfport 2 or 3 different coverages that they haven't run all year. And when you're a young quarterback going into that, and an offense that thrives off of hitting the big throws at times during the game, you got to be aware of, hey, this is the look we saw in practice. If something's different, we need to adjust and figure out what it is and what are they doing right now. There's been times this year where we were a little late on figuring out exactly what was going on instead of stopping, regrouping, and figured out exactly what they were doing. And that's a big part of having a young quarterback, and Coach Lampley and Coach King and then myself with the offensive skill guys is making sure we know what's going on the back end, because they are disciplined and well coached enough to jump in different looks at any point in time. So we've been doing, I feel like, a really good job this week on the offensive staff side of showing him different looks and showing our offense different looks, to where if they show us something different than that, they really dug down in the well and gone to something that he hasn't seen before, because we've shown him a plethora of looks to where he won't be shocked to anything he sees. It may not be something we've shown 80% of the time, but he's seen it at least once.
Right. Well, that was your keys to victory, presented by Unique Collision. Coach Bramlett just laid it out for us, so we know what we got to do Friday to come out with that win on the road in the Tropic, exit 28 for the West Harrison Hurricanes. It's week 9, and the Greyhounds are on the road again, as I said, to face the Hurricanes, and you know what that is. It's time to handle the business.
It is, and it's that final stretch of the season we talked about early in the year was, you got your non-region, which is really tough. You got 3 region games, a bye, then 3 more region games. So we've separated this season into like 3 different phases, and we're about to begin phase 3 right now. So excited about finishing up the season, but obviously you still got to go 1-0 every single week, and they didn't get ready for playoffs at the end of that. But you got football games to play on Friday nights, and that's what we're focused on, and making sure that, we win whatever we got to do to have a home field playoff game to start the first round and set ourselves up the best way we can. That's what we got to do, and winning this game Friday night is the one that will solidify that home playoff game. So we're making sure, or I'm 99% positive if we win this one Friday night, that solidifies the home playoff game. So that's what we're focused on right now, making sure we get that home playoff game, go out, take care of West Harrison, and then figure things out after that. But there's still a lot of football. There's 3 weeks of football to be played.
That's a lot of football.
A lot of things happen. But, we got that 1-0 mentality. And West Harrison's the next one, and we got to try to come out on top and make sure we do what we need to do to start the game the right way, going back to our keys of victory, just starting out fast.
Yeah. Man, Coach Patrick is not going to make it easy for us.
No, he's not. He's not. He's a really good football coach. Got a really good staff, and his team has bought into his mentality, which is a hard-nosed, a hard work, or a great work ethic mentality and then their offense and defense reflects upon it. I mean, this is their first year in 7A, and they're, I think 6-2 record right now, and fighting for a playoff spot. And
First in the school history.
Their first playoff spot in the school history, and they're doing it at the 7A level.
Right.
So there's a lot to be said about him and about his football team for that.
They've been knocking at the door for the last 3 years, I want to say. They've been real close. And I think, after this week, it'll be a little better chance for them.
I'm not trying to help them out.
Right. That's why I said after this week.
I'm not trying to help them out.
But, first we want to thank all our sponsors, Unique Collision, The Garage Cash Alley, Singing River Connect Fiber Internet, and Knuckleheads for hosting us each and every Tuesday night. Coach, remind the viewers, let's tune in for next week's show. When we come back, we'll talk about this game, this Week 9 game.
Harrison Central coming up for senior night.
And we got senior night. Yeah, how we going to do that next week? Next week got a lot going on Friday. You got senior night, youth night, Halloween night, all this in one night. Have you?
Halloween doesn't have anything to do with me.
Yeah.
That's what they tried to, or I was approached about moving it Thursday night. I'm like, guys, I'm sorry, I'm not moving a game for Halloween. So put up a trunk or treat, tell people to dress up for the game. I don't care. We're playing on Friday night. We don't get many home games anyway, so we're doing it on Fridays. And I know that our community will come out and support it. I know there's going to be, my daughter's going to be highly upset about it. But, we play football games on Friday nights, and that's something we're going to deal with, and it is what it is. But the senior night will all be done prior to the game happening. Everything will be done by 6:55, and then we'll move on and play a football game against Harrison Central after that.
That's it, man. So that's going to be it for Coach's Corner with Coach Bramlett. This is a short episode because we coming off a bye week. Everything will be back to normal.
We're gonna have a couple people on though.
Yeah,
we got a few people out here.
Folks
we're gonna pull
feeling in now. I see Jacoby Bailey. We can probably get him over here.
He needs to. He doesn't talk much anyway.
Right. Yeah. So we'll take a quick advertising break, pay some bills. And when we come back, we're going to have Jacoby Bailey sitting right here to give us some insight on his senior season this year and other things he got going on. Oh, yeah, man, I forgot to update you, man. We lost in the semifinal game to go to the championship game for the Super Bowl. We lost to the Texans. They got us. But so we didn't make it to the Super Bowl. I seen Lamp and his team made it. They lost. So, our football season is over with now. I'm back. Still coaching now. I'm doing my daughter's volleyball league for the city. So
no breaks.
Yeah, no breaks whatsoever.
I got to see all Super Bowls got played at Greyhound Stadium. Got to be played on turf out there. That was good stuff. But I know you were happy about kind of bouncing back and coming back to the semifinals. So.
Yeah, man. We started out. We won our first game, and then after that, we probably lost like 5 straight. And then
I told you last year. It's all about how you finish. It's not about how you start.
That is facts, man. So we made a late season surge at the end and became the number 2 seed and was 1 game away from making it to Greyhound Stadium to play in the Super Bowl. But we're coming back next year.
Gotta have something to build on.
Gotta have something to build off of. So the coach got something to say right here, and we saying it loud. We're gonna be right back, take a commercial break, and when we come back, Jacoby Bailey will be sitting right here next to us. Yeah.
Seneca Hampton, where you at, boss?
We on? All right. Now it's time for our player spotlight, brought to you by Lady May Boutique. Joining us is a senior who's been the heart of the Greyhounds defense. Linebacker Jacoby Bailey. This young man been flying all over the field, setting the tone for an aggressive defense that's been the backbone of this team all season. Welcome to the show, Jacoby Bailey. What's up, Chief?
What's up?
Man, we just cooling, man. Jacoby, it's your senior year. What's it been like leading this defense and representing Ocean Springs one last time?
It feels great, actually. I'm more excited because all the pressure's on me, and I love pressure. So, yeah, I feel like it helps me play better.
Right.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah. This Greyhound defense has been aggressive and physical all year. What's the mindset that Coach Dillon and Coach Davis has instilled in you guys each week?
That we need to get guys on the ground. We need to make plays, make sure we finish plays, make sure we rally to the ball, and make sure we gain tackle as well.
Right. Let's talk about your recruiting process. What schools have you been in contact with, and what are you looking for in a program at the next level?
I have Arkansas State talking to me, Tulane, and a bunch of, like, JUCOs. And I think Jackson State has talked to me a couple days ago, but that's pretty much it.
Okay. What is something you want to get out of your recruiting process? What's some things that you want recruiters to know about Jacoby Bailey, the student athlete?
That I may be quiet, like, outside of sports, but when I hit that field, it's a different person.
Like, come on.
Yeah, I'm a way different person.
All right, so let's talk about your brotherhood, the culture that you have around here in Ocean Springs football. What makes this group of seniors special to you?
I just feel like we grew up with each other. We either grew up with each other or we played against each other basically our whole lives. Most of us have been playing since, like, elementary, and I think that's why we're so, like, together.
Right. What's been your favorite moment so far this season? Maybe like a big hit or a team moment or something behind the scenes.
To be honest, I got two. I got one. I got the pedal game because I feel like we played, like, outstanding that game.
Yeah.
And Coach Dillard, he's just a funny guy. If you watch it come in our film room one day, you'll understand what I'm talking about.
Yeah, Coach Dillard isn't that. When you walk out of the locker room for the last time as a Greyhound, what do you want your teammates and coaches to remember most about Jacoby Bailey?
How I was a good leader, and how I was a dog, how I made plays.
Yeah. So that's what you want them to always say about you.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right, Jacoby, we got to lighten it up. Who is the funniest guy in the locker room, and who's the loudest one on the defense?
What you mean by loudest?
Like a loud person that's always just loud. Like, dang, why he so loud, man? He come in here early, just loud.
I'll say the loudest person on defense is probably me.
Yeah.
Cause I talk a lot of trash in the game. I bring a lot of energy. And the funniest guy in our locker room, it'll probably be Peyton Jones.
Peyton Jones. Yeah, I can see that. All right, who's the quiet assassin that doesn't say much but always make plays? That'd be you.
Nah, that ain't me. I talk a lot of trash. But that's I'll say that's Brody, our other outside linebacker.
Facts, yeah. If the team had a mic'd up episode, who would steal the show?
Solo or Ian.
Solo or Ian. All right. Who's always late to warm-ups but somehow still makes big plays?
Aiden Watson.
Aiden Watson. All right, who's got the best pregame playlist and who has the worst?
I don't know, because we ain't really use everybody else. It's usually always Chops. Yeah, it's usually always just Chops.
Chops said he controlled the flow.
Yeah.
That's what he told me last time he was here. He supposed to came tonight. All right, who's your go-to hype song? What's your go-to hype song before kickoff? Get you right.
Shot Calling by NBA Youngboy.
Shot Caller. That man love Youngboy. You ain't go to the concert?
No, I ain't
had
go
to work.
I forgot about it.
Oh, man. You had other stuff on your mind. All right. So, if you could hit a TikTok dance after a sack, which one would it be?
I don't dance, but I don't know. The one Solo be hitting.
Take me through there?
Yeah.
I can see you doing that. All right. Who's the first one to flex after a big play, and who needs to stop?
I'll probably say I'm probably the first one to flex after a big play.
Yeah.
But the one that I'll probably say needs to stop would be like either Peyton Jones or Jax.
I knew you were going to say Peyton.
Peyton Jones or Jax.
Peyton be getting in there. He be making them sacks, and he had them celebrations ready, boy. Shout out to Peyton. All right, which coach is most likely to go viral if we ever mic'd him up during the practice? We need to try this. So who do you think?
Out of like the entire team, I would say either Coach Howes or Coach KD.
Okay, we're gonna try that next practice. All right, if Coach Bramlett wasn't coaching football, what job do you think he'll have?
There's a lot of jobs out there. I feel like he'd be like a manager at like a business.
I can see him working at Eagles.
Yeah.
He'll be a foreman at Eagles. All right, who's got the funniest locker room nickname and how they earn it?
Well, I don't know, 'cause I call everybody slops.
Nah.
So I don't really know what they really call. We call everybody else, but I call everybody slops. So I'll probably say that right there.
All right, who talks the most trash on the field but can actually back it up?
On defense, I know that's me for sure.
Yeah.
But I don't know about offense, but it'll probably be the entire offense, to be honest. Besides Chalmers and Hayden,
Yeah.
I know they don't talk.
They
at
don't
all.
talk. Yeah. The Berglund brothers.
Yeah, but
All right. If the defense had a reality TV show, what would it be called?
it's something Coach Carmody calls us almost every day. But I can't really say that on on this app.
Got it. So, who would you trust least to DJ a team party?
Peyton Jones.
Peyton.
Nah, yeah. Peyton Jones or Aiden Watson.
All right. If you had to swap lives with one teammate for a day, who and why?
J1. Cause he's just big.
Jiggy just big. Larger than life. Surprised he ain't up here tonight. He usually come every night, man. All right. What's your dream NIL deal if you could partner with any brand right now?
I'll say Nike.
Nike. All right. Who eats the most after practice, and what's the go-to meal?
Well today, but after practice we usually go to Zaxby's after practice today. It usually be me, Peyton, and a couple of other D linemen. But I would probably say, I don't know, probably RJ.
RJ.
'Cause I know he probably be going out to eat almost every day. I think
What's better, Zaxby's or Kane?
Zaxby's.
Y'all like Zaxby's better?
I mean, Cane's good when it's like fresh.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't really get much from Zaxby's, but a load of fry.
Yeah. Who got the worst drip on game day?
Peyton Jones.
Say he got no brand awareness whatsoever. All right? He went with Coach
Yeah.
Bramlett give him.
And he might wear a little arm sleeve.
Shout out. I'm going to get Peyton some drip then, man. I got you, Peyton. All right, man. All right, Jacoby, man. Appreciate you for coming over here, sitting down with us. I guess we're gonna take a break and holler at some sponsors, and then we get back. We probably just close the show on out, man.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate you for coming
Yes, sir.
back.
Thank you.
All right, bet.
Seneca Hampton, where you at, boss?
All right, now it's time for our coach's spotlight, brought to you by Unique Collision Center. All right, joining me today is one of the funniest and realest dudes on the staff, our tight ends and special teams coordinator, Coach Mike Collins, Jr. All right,
That's right.
you already know when we link up, we're going to talk some ball and probably get a few lads in here and there. But, Coach, after the bye week, how's the team energy heading into West Harrison?
Much better. Everybody got a chance to kind of go woosah, you know, for a minute, you know, kind of take a breath, because that was
A bye week in week 8.
That was 7 long weeks. There was some tough games. You know, football's a physical game. You got some owies and boo-boos, and it was nice to just refocus, you know, recover, focus on us, you know, and the practice these 2 days this week have been high energy, efficient, been bouncing around. So it was a much needed break, I think, not just for players, but I think coaches too. We needed it.
I needed it.
Yeah. That's what I say to you today when you walked in. I said, "Damn, man, you look tired, man."
Wow, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So, but other than that, what's been the focus of the group over the break? Like, what was you find some quirks that kinks that you tried to fix?
Yeah. I mean, the obvious was a couple weeks ago. You know, with the punt unit against Gulfport, it was our weak link for the night. I mean, kudos to them. They schemed it up right. It would have helped if we had 11 people on the field both times, but that's neither here or there. Playing 10 versus 11 is always difficult. So, but you know, we retooled some things, put some other guys in other places, try to give Peyton a little bit more time. You know, he's an all-star kicker, so if you give him time, he can do good things. And he got a little more confidence. We were able to work that the last 2 weeks. So, you know, just a lot of self-scouting. A lot of the units, as far as special teams go, I was very happy with some of the changes we made about week 5. And so that's, for the most part, stayed the same. Yeah. But, yeah, just a lot of self-scouting, making sure we're where we need to be.
Your tight ends have been a huge part of the offense this year, blocking, catching, doing it all. What's the mindset you preach in that room every week?
Consistency. You know, just do our job to the best of our ability. You know, Hayden's been doing his thing, still being consistent. You know, he's being a miss-out guy like he should. Right. Was very impressed with Cash Champagne against D'Iberville. He only got a couple of reps. But it was in big situations that we put him in, and he sprung a run by solo down their sideline for about 40 yards. So he gained some trust in the coaching room to where his role was going to get a little more because, you know, if we're able to have 2 tight ends, we got a lot of different packages now that we can run in and out, and it makes people prepare for it. So, you know, having a 10th grader step up like that, you know, and it goes back to special teams. He's on kickoff. He's on kickoff return. He's on punt team. He's had a lot of reps 7 weeks or 6 weeks before the D'Iberville, and so putting him out there, I didn't have any problem with it. I felt like he could handle it because he's been in some big situations, just not on the offensive side of the ball.
Right. That was going to be my next question. Which of your guys surprised you the most this season? So.
Well, I had Cash in 9th grade. I know what he can do. Yeah. I mean, the kid's going to be a baller. He's a heck of an athlete. He's a baseball player. Yeah. Give me a team full of baseball players. You're going to be successful. Right. That's a fact. Yeah, I mean, Bladen, being a 9th grader, stepping in, doing what he's supposed to be doing as far as snapping, because like I think we talked about a month or so ago, you know, going into a season 2 weeks before, we didn't have a snapper, and he stepped into that role while Garner was getting healthy. And really, though, would be another guy that stands out, Bryson Fields, is on a lot of units. He's been moved around a bunch, and now he's kind of settled into his spots wherever, you know, at every unit, and he's been a heck of a player for us.
I'm gonna say, if you had a special team player of the or MVP of the season, who's earning that title right now?
Oh man, it would be hard. I would probably just write down about 5 names, put them in a hat. I would put them in a hat and say whoever I draw out of this thing is going to win, because Peyton his punts are they're nice. It's pretty to look at. You know, he's up in the top of the state in touchbacks, which putting them guys on the -20 driving 80 is huge. His onside kicks are what it is, like 4 of 6, which is unreal. If you're 2 of 10 on a season at 20%, you're happy, because I think the overall percentage of getting them is around 12. Yeah. And this dude's at like 67% kicking onside kicks. Evan Ta, he's made the last, I think, 5 games, all of his PATs. One of those got backed up to like a 30-something yarder he made. Yeah. Brian Scrometti has recovered a handful of onside kicks. Fields has been on kickoff tackling
making
people.
Some tackles out of this
all over the place. And you could even look at some starters. You know, Brody Sains pile drive to do it against Picayune. You know, and just the mindset, you know, a guy like that brings. And there's newcomers. You know, talked about Cash. I like Chip a good bit. He's a sophomore basketball guy, decided to try football out. He's on kickoff. He's on punt. Only a sophomore.
You like Chip because I be hearing you
I
yell
like
Chip,
Chip,
name
man.
all the
Chip's
time.
a tough. Give me players that play multiple sports,
Yeah.
that play hard, and just want to get on the field. They don't care how they get out there. You can win with those guys.
All right.
I like those type of players.
Yeah. If the coaching staff, no, let's go back. When you look at West Harrison, what stands out about their style of play?
Man, it's just a unique offense. They get in that wing tee, get a little double wing. Jordan Stapleton is a heck of a football player. So you got to neutralize 45. And I forget number 3, the big running back. That kid's name.
Number 2, Fairley. I know
It's a big full. He's like 240 pounds. That's a grown man.
I see him Friday
running the ball. You'll see. He's bigger than most.
Yeah.
So it's impressive watching them have all those weapons. They got a big D lineman, 24. Can't think of his name. He's in the Miss Al game.
Yeah.
So they've got some players, and it's going to be a challenge for our guys. At least when we play in the previous years, especially guys like Jacoby and Brody and all them, they played D'Iberville in 9th grade. They played Biloxi. They're familiar with those. They have never played West Harrison.
Yeah.
They don't know what they're about.
Right.
So it's going to be a surprise for them and to adjust to them. And the bye week being late like this wasn't a big fan of, but I said, man, at least we're having it before West Harrison because these guys aren't familiar with those kids.
Get hit in the mouth, get snuck.
Yeah. So, we've prepared them. They know what's coming. We've had that extra week to show the film, to work some scout guys against it. And so I think we'll be ready.
In the special teams category and your tight ends, what's it going to take to go into the Tropic and come out with that dub?
Assert dominance. That's what I think. I mean, we've played well, except for one game. Go out there, just do what we do it well. Go in there with a business mindset, and go home.
Right.
And get ready for the next one because we're on the stretch run. I'd like to be playing for another 7 more weeks.
Right.
Same. So I think we just do what we do. We should be. There's no excuses. We're all healed up for the most part. And let's just go handle our business like we know we can and can do, should do, hopefully will do.
We will do. I say we a lot because I'm with them.
Oh, yeah. No, you are we. You are us.
I just have to say that because somebody asked, they're like, man, you always say we a lot. Like, I'm with them folks. What do you mean? Where have I been since the summer, since the spring,
My
since
goodness,
the off-season?
I think some Sundays you and
right,
like
I'm here. Like, I can't be in 2 places at one time.
Yeah.
I like to, but I can't. I'm here. If the coaching staff had to run 40s today, who's finishing first and who's pulling that hamstring?
First off, I ain't running nowhere. I am running if somebody is chasing me, and that's only to about one end of this parking lot to the other. And after that, I'm going to turn around and square up because I ain't running. I'm going to give it to the young buck. Brody King can have it. I don't even want to challenge it. Right now, Chase Carmody can't walk from one end of the field house to the other because his back's hurting, so he's definitely getting last.
Yeah,
and Brody can he can go ahead and have the title. I don't even want it.
Yeah, he can have it, man. I want to see him and Camp go at it.
No, what do you mean? How much of a head start is Camp gonna get?
Shout out to Coach Camp. Happy birthday too.
Oh
man.
Yeah.
All right. So who's the funniest coach on the staff
Coach
besides
Lee.
you?
Robin Lee.
Coach,
it ain't even
I
close.
thought that was Lee over there, man. I ain't gonna lie. I looked over there. I wonder why he ain't spoke to me.
No, he said he was taking a night off. We talked about it today.
He deserved it.
I said, hey, knuckleheads. He said, I think I need 1 week just to relax. I was like, man, we had an off week. We had the bye. You had your week to relax.
Right. Yeah, you don't mess up Coach
yeah,
Bramlett's schedule. He's superstitious,
Yeah,
man.
Man,
you start something, you continue
Coach
to do
Lee
it.
is funny, man.
He
Him
is.
and Trosclair together.
Oh my God!
If you want free
I
comedy,
can't post that content. Though.
No, if you want free comedy, put Robin Lee, Shane Trosclair, and Carlos Dillard in a truck coming back from a 9th grade game on Monday night.
Yeah.
You won't stop laughing. I mean, I know we used to drive out to Picayune for a 9th grade game. I'm like, man, this is a long night. But then just riding back with them, dude, I'm dying for 45 minutes. At least it makes it go by quick.
What's your go-to pregame snack? Are you or is you superstitious before a game and got something like that?
No, well, my go-to any kind of just to keep me occupied is barbecue sunflower seeds. not the tangy, just old school barbecue. They all these guys got their habits that they do, and then but Sundays I'll go through 2 big bags of them. They're like, man, you love seeds. That's my thing.
Yeah.
I only do them on Sundays and Fridays.
Yeah.
But I can just sit there and just it
pop
keeps me occupied.
Yeah. That's the ADHD.
Yeah.
All right, if you weren't coaching football, what would you be doing right now?
Man, well, before I got into education and doing football, I have a business degree from Southern Miss in marketing. So I worked in the casino business doing events and promotions and advertising and all that. But, man, you put all these ideas together for somebody else to make millions, you get tired of doing that after a while. So I would get back into the marketing and business of somebody. But I enjoy working with our guys, just kids in general, in the classroom and on the field to go back to that.
Most definitely. What's the most Coach Bramlett thing you ever heard him say during the game?
Oh, man. I can't say that with that right there. There's some expletives in there.
Look how he looking.
I'm trying to take a glance. He's over there talking to Higgs. So, I mean, just you got to be blankety blank kidding me. That's usually his go-to.
Oh, I got a good picture of him doing that. Yeah, saying that.
Yeah, or when the hat comes off.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes it's the hat off. He ain't got to say a word. That's when you know. Oh dang! Wish I had that blue leash. I could pull him back over to the sideline.
Oh man. All right. If your position group had a theme music walking onto the field, what song are y'all coming out to?
All right, which one? Because tight ends or the special teams or all of them?
All of them. Just put them all together. You leading out, walking them out, man. Like, what song are they walking out to?
Theme music. God, I got so many characters. I don't even want to know where Hayden Berglund's mind is. He's
the hounds of hell.
Yeah, son. I mean, I'm trying to think, like, what does Peyton listen to? I don't ever listen to their music.
Yeah.
Probably some country thing. I don't
They'll
even
shock
know.
You, man.
I know.
I seen Peyton listen to the Young Boy the other day.
Yeah, and so I
like,
never
really?
know with these kids. That's why I'm like, guys, put your AirPods in. I don't want to hear it. I don't know. What's the I'll think of it at the end. Watch. I'll think of the title of the song.
I can see y'all coming out to Morgan Wiley. Guess I'm the problem. I can see y'all coming out of that. I can see y'all coming out of that, man. I can see y'all coming out of that. All right, Coach, real quick. Top 3 funniest moments from practice this year.
Top 3 well, one of them happened today. We ran a play, and Jaden just happened to pull out there.
Oh, yeah.
And he was stuck on poor old Fron, man.
That kid eyes got
man,
big.
I love Fron, but you had a 320, 30-pound monster.
A 4-star offensive tackle.
Running at a corner that's about 112 pounds on a soaking wet, rainy day in the summer. And I said, oh, Lord, that's top 3. I've definitely seen Peyton go try to kick a ball and slip and feet come out from underneath him. He's parallel to the ground. So that would go up there. And I think really the first time we were able to get, in the fall with Solo being in pads and just running the way he runs, and we all were just like,
wow.
And it was the facial expressions of a lot of grown men going,
a lot of jaws would drop.
He can tote the rock, man. We're going to be tough with him and 22 back there doing what they do.
Yeah. And 9 going to tote that thing too.
Yeah, he just a little slower, but
he getting there.
He gets there.
I think he just learning his the impact of the game.
It's that Berglund gene. They all don't look like they're fast.
Yeah, but they are.
Even William or Dabo from 2 years ago, but when they run, it's weird how nobody catches up to them right away.
Game speed. Oh, I can't wait. Yeah, it's going to be nice. Well, that was it, Coach, man. It's always a good time with talking ball with Coach Collins, and one of the best to do it, and it's a big part of what makes the Greyhounds staff so special. Appreciate you joining us, Coach. Keep those tight ends ready. Pause. And them special teams units locked in. I guess me and Coach Bramlett are gonna go to some ads, and when we come back, we're gonna close this thing out, and we're gonna go home. I'm going home early tonight, buddy.
Oh yeah. It's almost bedtime.
Yeah, it's one of those nights there, man. I'm tired. So, where he at? He went to the back.
Dreams and Nightmares. That'd be a.
Meek Mill? Yeah, okay.
I've heard him play that before,
did?
so that's not. I actually like that song.
I can see you walking out.
I don't know what he's saying, but I like the beat of it.
Yeah, I can't sing the song on air. You ready to close the thing out? Yeah, he ready, man. All right, so we're going to have Hunter take us on now. We're going to pay some ads. When we come back, we're going to close things out with Coach Bramlett, pumping Dreams and Nightmares.
Go Greyhounds.
Seneca Hampton, where you at, boss?
All right, that is another solid breakdown in the books. We're coming off the bye week, heading into week 9 on the road, headed to the Tropic. Exit 28, as it is, they say, take on the West Harrison Hurricanes. The energy is going to be crazy. I know that the Tropic coach, Patrick, he's spent a lot of money on this team this year. Bought them all kind of nice helmets.
I thought you was buying them.
Huh?
I thought you were talking about buying them.
Oh, no, I ain't paying for them. Man. Like, yeah, no, I'm just
I know we
about
got
them.
the NIL started down
It's
there.
coming now. I think the way he's treating it down there, they like they got it going on over there,
It'll
man.
be here before we know it.
Oh, yeah, I can't wait. I'm ready, too.
I hope so.
the energy going to be good this week. I know it.
Yeah.
The team is focused, and it's time to go handle that business. Like you say, this is a pivotal region, 4A, 7A. That's what it is,
Region
man.
4, 7A.
Yeah, Region 4, 7A district game. Like Coach said, he's like 99% sure if the Greyhounds win this, they are playoff bound, and a home field playoff game at that in the PEP.
Yep.
Yep.
I think the playoff thing is set. I'm pretty sure. It's just the home part.
Mm-hmm.
You win this one, I'm pretty sure it's 100%. You get the first home game.
Back at the crib. We need it. All right.
Yeah. I mean, we're obviously we want as many home games as we can get, and that getting to play there to start the year out or start the playoff run out. That's what we want. But it's handling one game at a time to make sure we set ourselves up right, just like we talked about all year, setting yourself up for that playoff run and what you need to do it.
Yeah. That's it. Let's get it. That's going to do it for this week's Big Game Breakdown, live from Knuckleheads, powered by Bingo Media. We'll see y'all this Friday at the West Harrison's, the Tropic, whatever. I don't know the name of their stadium. And you already know the coach got something to say, and we saying it loud. This is Seneca Hampton signing out.
Absolutely.
Yeah.